Hey, I'm with Jay Baer, who is actually probably my favorite social media blogger. I didn't recognize him because he was wearing a tie. But he's here in Knoxville at our Social Slam conference. I want to grab a little time with him. And Jay, the first thing I wanted to ask you is, you know, you have made a very successful career out of doing marketing consulting and now social media marketing consulting. And a lot of people really would love to do what you do. What kind of advice would you give to someone just starting out in this space?
Well, I think, clearly we're sort of in the middle of a gold rush here, which is exciting. And you have many companies starting to spend real dollars on social media, making it an important part of their overall marketing and communication mix. And so you have subsequently a lot of people trying to get involved in that from a professional services capacity. But the advice I would give is to really look at everything through a business prism, right? Ultimately, when this becomes real and not just experimental, not just, hey, let's get our toe in the water, when this becomes about social business design, not just Twitter, real companies and real CMOs are going to say, I don't really care so much about how many followers we have or fans or blog subscribers. I want to know how much stuff did we sell or how much money did we save because we're doing customer service with these channels or something else. So I think people get too excited about kind of the marketing and the touchy-feely stuff and not enough about the business side and frankly the scientific side. We're getting to the point now where the tool sets are there where you can really add a layer of science and testing to social media marketing, the same kind of testing we've had for landing pages and pay-per-click and email and banner ads for the last 10 years. We're starting to be able to apply that same kind of intellectual, scientific rigor to social media marketing, and that changes the game. Because then it's not just like, hey, this feels like a good Facebook status update. It's, hey, let me mathematically prove to you that this is a good Facebook status update. And that's a different game to play.
Yeah, that's great. It's part of the maturation process, I think, of our field.
Natural.
Hey, well, I also wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your book, The Now Revolution. It's an excellent read, and I want to ask you, every writer has a dream of doing a book someday, and you've written your first book. So tell me a little bit about that experience. What surprised you? What delighted you? Tell me what you've learned from your first book.
Well, as you learned writing your book, writing a book about social media, I think, has a unique set of challenges beyond writing a book about, I don't know, vampires or selling cars or something else, because it's a fluid situation.
Yeah.
So Amber Naslund, my erstwhile co-author from 80 and 6, we spent a long time and a lot of effort in the writing of the book trying to take out of it anything that was massively time sensitive, right?
Yes,
so we tried to write a book and worked really hard at it to write a book that 5 years from now would still be 85% relevant.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of social media books out there that are great, but aren't going to meet that test of time. And we didn't want to write a book like that. We wanted to write a sort of business school style book that had legs. And I guess I knew that was going to be a challenge before we started writing it. But once you actually put those words on paper and say, you know what, a year from now that might not be true, let's make sure we don't say that.
Yeah.
That process was a little tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, how about that? Well, Jay, thanks so much and congratulations, and I'm sure most people that read Grow know of you, but where can we find you on the web?
I love the people of Grow, one of my very favorite blogs in the whole world. You're doing an amazing job, not just on the content, and this goes out really to all the people at Grow. What I'm so impressed by is the community and the true sense of community. In fact, I wish I had that level of community on Convince and Convert. I haven't, and that's something that I know I've got to work on. But my blog is Convince and Convert, convinceandconvert.com, and I'm Twitter at Jay Baer, Jaybaer, like the animal, but backwards.
Thanks so much, Jay.
My pleasure.